This is the god roll to chase after in Season 23 of Destiny 2. This weapon has a unique perk that cannot be found on any other 600 RPM auto rifle, and it's that exact perk, Onslaught, that allows this weapon to ramp up to almost 1000 RPM. Yes, you heard me right, an auto rifle that fires faster than the fastest RPM of SMGs. With Onslaught on the Rosa-Rago 4, this weapon turns into an absolute bullet hose, spraying down enemies like crazy and making this weapon not only extremely fun but also extremely efficient at ad clear. This weapon is easily one of the best options for ad clear in PvE, and I'm confident about this because I even took it into a master raid, and even with the surges not matching the affinity of the weapon, I was still able to clear the ads super fast and efficiently. Onslaught on this weapon is just that good. If you remember too, not too long ago, there was a fan favorite auto rifle called the Breakneck that had this perk on it. It made it one of the most beloved weapons in the game, and Bungie brought that back this season. But keep in mind that Breakneck is a 450 RPM auto rifle, so the Rosa-Rago has an advantage on it in that it's a 600 RPM. It's the fastest firing weapon that can get Onslaught, so when it ramps up to max stacks, it fires even faster, breaking its own archetype. Onslaught can roll this season on the Breakneck, the Lethal Abundance auto rifle that's a 360 RPM, the Marcado 45 450 RPM Strand machine gun, and lastly, of course, the Rosa-Rago 4, which is the weapon we're focusing on for this video. So if we're breaking down the exact god roll that you want to look for when getting this weapon through world drops, in the right hand column, of course, Onslaught is going to be the best perk. The other perk options are Under Over, Attrition Orbs, Surrounded, Golden Tricorn, and Deconstruct. Onslaught beating out all these perks except maybe Surrounded. Surrounded is an excellent perk as well. Now in the left hand column, we have some serious decisions to make here. We have Repulsor Brace, which is the perk that I had on this roll that you're watching in the gameplay behind you here. This was defeating a void debuff target, grants an overshield, and that overshield will give you 45 more health for 8 seconds. You could also get in the left hand column the perk Slick Draw, Subsistence, Dynamic Sway Reduction, Permeability, and Rewind Rounds. Aside from Repulsor Brace, Permeability is actually not too bad if you want to use the Rosa-Rago on a different subclass. Say for example you don't want to use a Void subclass. This perk makes it so that by using your class ability, this weapon will change to the affinity that you're using, which can be extremely advantageous for certain builds, so look out for that perk in combination with Onslaught. On top of that, Rewind Rounds and Subsistence are also excellent options for ad clear. And then for the magazine, we're going to want to go with Tactical Mag. This is going to give us 3 more bullets, 10 more reload, and 5 more stability, which will feel really nice on this weapon. For the barrel, I went with Arrowhead Break. Now obviously you have to go with whatever random roll you get from open world drops. Thankfully mine did land with Arrowhead Break, so you can see it's a little bit more of a laser gun than some of the rolls out there that you might get. And for the Masterwork, my roll right here ends up having a Stability Masterwork, which made the weapon feel great when firing it. Currently in Destiny 2, most of the best weapons can be crafted, so chasing after a god roll is something we don't really see as much anymore. But I think for Season 23, this is the weapon to chase for. Make sure if you do get one of these drops when roaming around in the open world that you don't just instantly dismantle it, because there are some really spicy rolls of it, and I think you really might like this weapon if you give it a try in PvE. Now as for PvP, there are some okay PvP perks on this, but overall this is not the type of weapon I'm bringing in the Crucible. But let me know what you think about that down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, subscribe, save this video, and click on the screen here to watch another one from the channel.